Greetings all, Vanna here for the Air Signs Weekly Message. Okay, thank you. So my air signs, the first message that I want to say is there have been tests and trials of how you are handling things right now. And I don't want you guys to shame yourself for how you feel you have been handling things. With the Strength in reverse, it does carry through a message that I was seeing in your pre-shuffle cards here. We have Adventure for Geminis, Prayers for Libras, and Feel for Aquarius. In that, there's this pull to go after something, to go forward on something, but I am also getting hit with all of this fear. Like, that's what my throat wants to say. How my throat chakra works is like, I will feel the consonants or the sounds as they want to come up. Like, I feel like a hard R sound or a CH sound, and when I say the word, it goes away, and I know that I said the right thing. And for you right now, it is fear. Controlled fear. I almost feel like some of you guys have kept yourself subconsciously but purposefully in a weakened state because of the present situation or how reactions would be in these situations. And what I mean by that is, just an example, if you grew up in a very toxic household where there was a lot of fighting, you develop little tricks like hearing and recognizing people's footsteps or breathing patterns. That is a sign of a trauma response, that you always had to be on edge to know what you were walking into before you stepped into a room, to see if someone was being triggered or if someone was walking around in the middle of the night, and if it was okay for you to go to the bathroom. I say that with such detail because that is something that I myself have. And what I see here for my my air signs, especially with your dice, is that you guys have purposely kept yourself dim, shuttered, or withholding your shine from this world because it has been so corrupted in the past. The planet that came out for you is the planet of Pluto. And I was already feeling a... Oh, Spirit, what's a good word? A disturbance is what I want to say, especially with the Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck, that there is this disturbance. And what I keep being pulled to when I looked up what Pluto's planetary meaning is the words obsessive behavior, taboos, and compulsions. And like these obsessive behaviors, repetitive hyperfixations, have been a way that you have subconsciously but purposely kept yourself in the shadows, because with these distractions, with these things, it was so much easier to subsist in the area that you were. But there's always been a part of your soul that felt like this wasn't right. But it is all that you knew, so there was this back and forth. And I'm so happy that it was Pluto that came out for you, because every other meaning is incredible. Generational evolution. Secrets and clandestine information comes to life because things have been revealed. And I'm like, if you don't think things have not been revealed, you have not been paying attention to the media here in the United States. People's infrastructures, what they have built to protect their lives, is falling apart. Even yours. What you have built to protect the lie that you are okay where you are is falling apart. Because... who? Honey. Spirit is pulling you out of this situation because you cannot continue to try to create what you are trying to create here, because for so many fucking reasons, it's not for you anymore. It's not where you're supposed to be. The Taurus coming out in your dice is a reminder to you that you are worth all of the work that you have to do. And then the Empress. Like, for as long as I was holding this and seeing the Emperor in the reverse, and then to get the Empress, holy crap. You are being removed from this situation. All of this is falling apart because that's not where you're supposed to be. Spirit has been trying to show you, by making you uncomfortable in this situation, by making you feel like you were not accepted, to show you that no, you're not supposed to be here. But we stay in those places for so long because we don't expect to find anything else but your vibe, your tribe. Your vibe is currently very defeated, angry, upset, and victimizing yourself by blaming every single circumstance that has ever happened in your life. That is contributing to the shitty people that you have around you. And I'm sorry to say it like that. There are people around you that are shit for you. They are not for you, and Spirit will remove them in ways that you may not like, but ultimately are for your greatest and highest good. And you will not see that until you separate yourself from their energy, because they are too big. They are too distracting. They are too much. They are too draining. Literally, when you have a good day and that person is having a bad day, is an incredible indicator that they are an energetic vampire on you, draining and taking and pulling everything that is meant to be yours. On fire and fighting spirit in reverse. Some of you guys may have felt like there's not a reason or any validity to go after your dreams anymore, because you once had a fire, you once had a passion for it, but it fizzled out. And you took that as Spirit saying that is not for you. It may not have been the exact situation for you. And something that you've experienced may have shown you that there was another way to go. There are other ways of persuasion. Root vegetables and grounding yourself is going to be very important right now. Pluto is also one of the planets that rules roots, plants, vegetables, and those deep-seated things in the earth. And I find that so funny because it is so far away. It is this orbitizing planet around our solar system that so many people disregard, but yet is so important to how we live our lives here on this earth. I mean, Pluto stays in its zodiac forms for years. I believe it's currently in Aquarius. I'm not entirely sure what that means for us, but Pluto's influence says to be intense and life-altering, and considered to being one of the most intense planets in astrology, linked to death, destruction, and the underworld. Pluto is associated with transformation, rebirth, and hidden truths. So that checks. 10-90 ratio and big changes. Your entire energy is skewed to fulfill others' obligations before you can even look at what you need to do for yourself. And the big change that is occurring here is the revelation of how people have been manipulating your time and energy, so that you finally have the strength to sit up and say, no, you are not going to continue to drain from me in this way. You are not going to continue to pull from me. And this isn't something that you have to say to them. You can say it to their higher self, and the energy will be relayed. You can, if you feel like you need to have that confrontation or that moment of saying, no, your energy, your higher self, and your ego will no longer have access to my divinity, because you did not appreciate me. You did not respect me, and you crossed my boundaries. And there are people who have done that and just said that they loved and respect you, and then just line danced on all of your hurt, and then wondered why you were upset. There are so many people that wanted to take from you what you had because you were beautiful. They were judgmental of you, and that made you feel bad, and that made you feel like you did not deserve something. And I'm here to tell you that you deserve the world and more, my dear.